So you enjoy skin.
Yes.
You enjoy beauty and beauty products. What do you enjoy about just skincare and making yourself look beautiful? Obviously, you don't need it, but it accentuates your features. You're absolutely gorgeous, and I'm lucky to have you as a wife.
Thank you.
I'm really grateful to have you, and but that's beside the point. The truth is, well, just tell us about beauty and.
Well, you know that I'm super into. Oh my gosh, she just licked me right up the mouth.
Let the dog go. Go get. You're distracting us.
You
go
are a
get.
distraction, but you're cute. I really am into. I don't go to bed at night without doing a million things.
Right.
I'll never go to bed without washing my face.
Right.
I just am really passionate about like skin health. Health from the inside out, and
Right.
What ingredients are healthy.
So would you say that healthy skin has a lot to do with what you ingest?
Yeah, I think it's like
and hormones.
I think it's diet. I think it's what ingredients you're putting on your skin, environmental factors like pollution. So I'm just super into it, and I'm really all about clean beauty. That's why I'm with Bare Minerals, because they're a clean beauty brand. And
what does clean beauty mean?
Clean beauty means that they don't use any parabens, any preservatives, ingredients that are harmful for the skin. Clean makeup, which is important because makeup can really clog your pores.
What did I say? Get going. Get. Listen to your dad.
Yeah. So I like to use brands that are clean and healthy for the skin.
So you've been helping me tremendously with my skin. You've been putting on masks. You've been putting on things to dry out my pimples. You've been then. But wait. Yes, I wasn't finished.
Okay.
You'll put on things to dry out my pimples, yet you'll put things on my T-zone to make sure that I'm not getting too dry. So what is your secret, and how do you do that?
Well, I just think that, like, even when you're trying to get rid of pimples or acne, it's not just about drying it out. It's about keeping your skin, because once it's gone, then it's almost like you've completely just taken all the moisture out of your skin, and that's a big part of having healthy skin. So it's trying to have a balance of treating the acne and any like breakouts and pimples, and having the balance of keeping it hydrated, because hydration helps with acne too.
Yeah, it's true.
Helps with inflammation.
I was also going to say, do you know the percentage of people that deal with bad skin?
I don't know the statistics, but I do know that a couple days ago I asked people on my Instagram what their biggest concerns were, and dryness was a big one. Acne was probably the biggest one, or like post-acne, so like fading acne marks. Like
marks that I have here.
Yeah.
I have marks that I'm trying to get rid of that are slowly going away, as you can see, but my skin is looking more like vibrant and like more color in my skin, which is really nice. Less pimples. I'm a little dry in here, but we're also in Canada. But you are really helping me, and damn, I look good. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you do.
But I do. Humility, Justin.
I also think for guys, it's different because they have to shave their face, and if you struggle with your skin, when the hair grows back in your face and you get those ingrown hairs, it's almost more painful sometimes, I think, than acne.
Yeah, it can be.
And it turns into like these little pimples, so I'm always telling you to try to keep it shaved so that doesn't happen, right?
You look really pretty, and your hair looks cute.
Thanks.
Your earrings, you got cool earrings. What kind of earrings are these?
These are Anita Co.
Okay.
Shout out to Anita Co.
Anita Co.
I love
and
her.
What is that? How did you find that brand?
I don't even remember. I've been wearing her stuff for a long time. I love all of her earrings. Love you, Anita.
We got 2 minutes, and then we're going to be bringing in a special guest.
Yes, you are doing that.
Her name is Kehlani, and she is on my album. She has a song called Get Me with me, and that's one of your favorites on the album, right?
Mm-hmm.
You love the sound of her voice.
I love Kehlani. I love her music. I've loved it for a really long time. So
she has a very good tone. Like her tone is rich. It's so rich.
That coffee's so hot.
She does R&B music.
She's a very cute baby.
She's a cute baby.
Mm-hmm.
She has an adorable baby. But she does R&B music, and I love R&B music, always have. Do you think, do you like me when I sing R&B music, or, yeah? Mm-hmm. See that, ladies and gentlemen? My biggest fan right here. Biggest fan.
You could sing anything. I mean, I think you just have a good voice in general.
Thank you so much for that. That means so much.
Right, Oski?
Oscar, what are you doing?
Oop.
What are you doing? All right, let me see if I can get Kehlani in this video chat.
Video
chat, right?
In a way, I guess. I just haven't heard someone say
there she
video
goes.
chat.
All right, baby. What's going down? How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Muffin. There's the babes. Babe, look at. Hi.
Hello. Say hi, Kristen. Hi.
Wow, she is cute.
Thank you.
How old?
She's a year officially as of like a couple weeks ago. So
look at, she's mean mugging me right now.
I know. I want her to relax those brows.
Mean mugging. You mean mugging? You mean mugging?
Absolutely is all the time.
So I was gonna ask you, first and foremost, you're from like the Bay Area, right?
Yeah, I'm from Oakland.
Nice. I looked up a couple things about you because I was super interested.
Oh my goodness.
You wanted to dance. Be a dancer at Juilliard.
I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. I think that my path switching because I got a knee injury was ultimately probably God, because I definitely, like, growing up seeing like how I've turned out to be, how my personality is, I don't think that I'm too Juilliard compatible.
I think you are. I think you're Juilliard compatible. I think
well, thank you. Maybe one day I'll go to school and I'll be a ballerina like I wanted to be. But for now,
so you did. So it was ballet that you loved.
Yeah, no, I've always loved all kinds of dance, but I was super heavy into ballet when I was younger. So.
All right, so Hailey, I don't know if you know this. Hailey is an extraordinary ballet dancer. She hasn't danced in years. I always tell her to go take classes in LA. Baby, real quick, what is do you have a favorite ballerina that she would know? Do you know Missy Copeland?
Of course.
So Hailey did a lot of ballet. She's really, really good. What else, babe? So you're glad that you didn't end up like dancing. You like what you do, right? Obviously.
Yeah, I didn't actually start really singing until I couldn't dance, because I've always been kind of like I can only focus on one thing majorly at a time, kind of, for the most part.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think I would have focused heavily enough on music if I was still dancing, because I would have been so, in the dance world. So
yeah. Would you say you're like a super creative person?
Yeah, I am. I actually just spent the last week flipping my garage from a storage space into a video editing studio, photo editing studio, and like a recording studio. So
that's awesome.
That's in my garage right now.
Can I see it? Is it done?
It looks kind of shitty.
That's okay. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Well, it's just a far walk, also. But maybe I'll take you on tour maybe by the end of this conversation, maybe.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. There's no need. But I'm just interested.
Some desks.
But I did write some other things down that I was interested in. It's on this paper here. Give you some really cool things. Where is it?
What are you doing? You're playing with a big part.
Why can't I? Okay, so, your tattoos.
Yeah.
When did you start getting tattoos?
I was 16 years old. I got my first tattoos at the park.
At the park?
At the park, my friend knew how to do
Okay.
stick and poke tattoos. So she was like, "Hey,
Well,
let me tat you." And I was like, "Sure, let's try it." And I just thought of random symbols and she put them on my knuckles. So
that's awesome. And you kind of fell in love with it, obviously.
she has a lot to say, obviously.
Yeah, she's adorable. She's absolutely so. I wish I could squeeze her. She's got the best hair.
Isn't it the best? It's
Just
so pretty.
curly. And how does she smell?
Well, right now, I'm pretty sure there's a poop.
Right.
Like I'm
But I'm just
almost
talking about the
positive.
baby smell, though.
Oh, the baby smells good. It's like actually, it's super interesting. So as like women are or birthing people, we have a bunch of technology. I consider technology like there's a hormone that actually comes from babies' heads when they're born that can make women almost feel like high.
Yeah.
That
That's
kind of thing.
smelling it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And there's like this baby detergent that I had to use for her because regular detergents will irritate her skin as a newborn.
Mm-hmm.
But I use it on my clothes now because it smells like baby, and I will
Man.
sit there in the laundry room and just like bury
Oh,
my face in the clothes,
I
basically.
love that. The smell of babies it's just it's the best smell ever.
It's my favorite thing.
The best smell. Um, all right. So songwriting. Have you been writing songs lately?
I finished my album, so
Okay.
I'm not working on that, but I have while being in the house with nothing to do, know, you can get creative in those ways. So yeah, writing here and there, but
Do
mostly
you
just
write most of your music or all of
yeah.
your music?
I write most of my music, a good 90%, and then people that I feel comfortable with, my friends, my family members.
Yeah.
We've all been writing together and stuff. So
That's awesome. Uh, Pop life. What does that mean to you?
I was a kid. I
What
was
does that mean? What is that? What is
I,
it for people who don't know what pop life is? What is that?
I was in a kid band from when I was like 13 years old to when I was about 16 and a half, 17-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And we were a cover band. So we played a bunch of like old R&B, like funk, soul music. Um, yeah, so don't go looking it up because I would like to
Is
not revisit that
is it
part. But
is it embarrassing? Do you regret doing it, or do you feel like it got you to where you are today and gave you some,
oh yeah, I don't regret it at all. I don't. I'm super grateful for it. It taught me everything. It made me a performer before I ever even wrote a song. I didn't write my first song until I was already 18 years old, but I had been performing music and singing live for like
Mhm.
4 or 5 years before then. So it definitely gave me the tools to not only just like be an artist, but be a business person, like how I show up to places, have a work ethic, like how to communicate in the industry, like how to deal with things like that. And I was little, so it was epic to be able to apply that then.
That's really cool. I was gonna ask, so you are obviously an incredible businesswoman and an incredible artist. I mean, everybody sees that and everybody knows that. People love you.
Is this your
But
microphone?
no, no, no. I was just, I don't know why my hand was there. I just was like, yeah, that's my fake microphone. No, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It must have been a nervous tick. I don't know. But I was just gonna say that you are obviously super successful. What was it that made you want to? Is your family successful? Are they because you are obviously multi-talented in a lot of different areas and you have like a great work ethic. Who taught you that?
Oh, why does my face look like this? What taught me that? I I don't ever want to say I'm the first person to have like success in my family because I
Mhm.
think that my family found happiness in different ways, and I think that that is success to me. But I am
True.
the first person to kind of be this successful. Um
Hmm.
I didn't have either of my parents. I grew up with my aunt.
Hmm.
And I think that she just taught me that not only if I have a passion to go after it, but like I have to have to go about it in a smart way, in a way
Yeah,
that proves that like I care about myself and care about my future family,
yeah.
and things like that. But I think that was part of the question.
Yeah, no, that was really well spoken and well articulate. You said your aunt was the one that kind of gave you a little bit of drive and passion
Yeah,
to basically she was encouraging to you, telling you that you were awesome and telling
yeah.
you to kind of step out and do what you loved. Am I kind of on the money with that?
Yeah, absolutely. She didn't have to raise me. She adopted me. I was adopted back into my own family.
Wow.
So if she didn't, I wouldn't have been in my family. So she just, I think, is responsible for everything, whether it be, the music or dance. She put me in dance classes. She, busted herself to make sure she could get me into dance classes and then get me into art school and things like that. So she didn't have to do any of that because I wasn't her child. So I'm just super grateful that I had someone like that.
It's really awesome. What's her name?
Her name's Tanya. She's the best.
Tanya. So I'm gonna say thank you, Tanya, from me, from my wife, from everybody in the world who now gets to experience this amazing artist named Kehlani. We're so grateful for you. Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for giving us your time. We really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Say bye bye.
Bye, sweetheart. Take care.
And she's
All
eating hand
right.
sanitizer. Have a good
Let's
one.
go. All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. That's awesome. Okay, so that was awesome. It's 3:20, and whose spot is at 3:20? Okay, or 12:20. Okay, we're going to. Yeah, we didn't get a confirmation there, so right now we are going to think about something fun to do. Hailey, what should we do?
How would you know if you had the confirmation? It's in your DM.
Yeah, no, we went. I went to it. He couldn't do it, so it's fine. But so that was awesome. Kehlani, thank you so much for doing that. Um, so, babe,
Yes.
do you want to chat with me?
Sure.
Okay, no pressure. We
Let me
talked.
ask you some questions.
Yeah, go ahead. We talked a. I mean, it is my show, right?
Oh, it's a show now?
It's a show. I put on like a legit flyer. So so what's your favorite thing about being married to me?
Oh my goodness. Okay, Oscar. Senator.
No, all right, what was I gonna say?
About being married to me.
My favorite thing about being married to you is that you are very considerate of people. You make sure to put other people first. You're a very good listener, and you really encourage me to do what I'm good at and what I love. So I really appreciate that about you. But with that being said, um, we talked a little bit about skin. What other things are you passionate about in life? Like, what are you excited about in this next chapter of life?
Well, I'm really excited about. I want to do more, and I actually had plans to do a lot of this that now are pushed because of coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
But to like talk to young people, to do kind of these like panels and talk about things that are important, and do more that is in support of do more stuff like that and
That's awesome.
support people.
Cool. And by support, you just mean?
I just mean like however I can, however I can lend a hand, lend my voice, lend my platform to just help people.
What are you passionate about as far as people's concerned? Like, obviously, you said women and empowering women, young women. You're a young woman. How old are you?
23.
23, and you're ultra uber successful. And a lot of young women do look up to you. Can I just say, what is it? What if you could give like a piece of advice about maybe hard work or about motivation or anything that you feel would add value to people, young people who want to live their dreams out and be successful? And what does success mean in general to you?
Well, here's something that I think I've learned, and that advice that I would give is that.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even have that on the thing.
That's okay.
My bad.
I think that there's in business, especially when you're trying to that you're passionate about. I think a lot of the time people don't take young people very seriously sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That is changing as
I'm trying to make this not awkward.
Okay, sorry.
Is there a place we can sit? Maybe yeah. This is good. Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
Actually. Anyways, what I was saying is that I don't think in certain business scenarios and certain scenarios in general, people take young people very seriously, or when, young people come to someone older who has more experience with ideas, they just aren't taken very seriously. And I think that no matter what, you shouldn't let people make you feel like you're not as smart, or you're not as, or your ideas and opinions aren't as valid because of your age, or because you don't have as many potentially credentials as they do or experience. I think that you should still always keep pushing for what you believe in, and keep pushing for the dream that you have and what you're trying to accomplish and you're trying to get done, because it's possible no matter what.
Do you think as a young person, and if somebody does have a position that you are striving to be at, do you feel like it takes being humble and understanding that you haven't gotten there, so kind of working
100%.
yourself way up? Do you feel like you worked your way up to get to where you are?
I do, and I think that I had to make mistakes to understand, to get to where I'm at, and I think I'm still learning. And I think the biggest thing is you should be open to learning. You shouldn't, always be asking questions. One of my biggest things is that, I'm always asking questions, but I wouldn't let somebody make me feel like, or try to tell me that my opinion or my idea is invalid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to being corrected if I'm wrong, and I'm open to, and there was times where I wasn't open to being corrected, and you know that, or I hated being wrong, but it's okay to be wrong because it's part of learning. It's just important to know that you can still, I don't know where I'm going with this.
No, it's great. I was just gonna say, do you think that know-it-alls get anywhere in life?
No. Well, I mean, I think they can't. I think anyone can get anywhere in life, but I think that having to work in an environment with someone who's a know-it-all, or be around somebody who's
Nobody
a know-it-all,
wants to be around people who just feel like they know it all. They're not able to have.
It doesn't open a gateway for relationship.
Absolutely.
At all.
Absolutely. That's so good, babe.
I don't really know how I was trying to tie in that conversation.
No, it was good. I think we were just talking about how you are young and successful, and obviously you have done a tremendous amount to get to where you are. Because people would say, your dad is Stephen Baldwin and you just had it in, it doesn't matter who your family is. You have to actually put in the work and have the relationships, build those relationships to be able to be respected as your own person, because there's a lot of people, especially celebrities, kids, who aren't respected, and that
I feel like,
you know what I mean? Like, people just look at them like they're just scamming off their parents.
Right,
you know
and
what
I
mean?
have and I have friends who are also very successful, and they're in this industry, and they, their parents were someone too, and I watched people criticize them for not having, for having it easier, and for not having to work as hard, and me being behind the scenes and watching their work ethic and watching how they treat people and watching how hard they've worked. They're extremely hardworking, and I think in some ways it could have even been harder for them because they would get written off because they're like, oh, that's just the son or the daughter of this person, so it doesn't, I don't even care. And I've watched both sides happen, and I don't think, I just know personally that I've watched a lot of people work really hard to get to where they're at.
You're very articulate, and you have very good thoughts, and I really appreciate you spending this time doing this with me.
Who are you getting on with next?
I am getting on with, we get 2 minutes here, and we are getting on with the one and only Austin Matthews, who is, he's incredible. He plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs, which is my favorite hockey team. I'm so excited to talk to him. We got 2 minutes here. 1 minute now. But back to what I was saying before, with the point you were trying to make is that you're never too young to be accomplished.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
For me, I got started when I was, how old was I? Like 14. Well, I started putting videos out on YouTube when I was like 12. So I've been really at it since I was 12 years old. And, there's so many things that stood in my way. Like, I was trying to get signed and people were like, you can't have a deal. You can't get signed that young. You're not going to be successful unless you have a TV show. I mean, I went to label after label and they kept saying, yeah, but you don't have a TV show. So we went to Disney and Nickelodeon. I was like a terrible actor. Like, I had no experience. I never acted before. Like, obviously I could learn. But like at the time I was just like not at all, like just wasn't, I had no experience. And so like they really were trying to tell me, babe, that like unless I had, it wasn't going to work. And I just went from radio station to radio station to radio station, proving that I had the desire, I had the, good, right intentions and all these sort of things, which helped me to get to where I am today. And there was so many bumps in the road. I can't speak, but we are where we are. It's 3:30, babe. I'm going to get Austin on the line. Austin, if you're watching, I need you to write in the chat so I can click your name and add you. Austin, please say you're on here. Just say yo or anything, really, and I can just add you. Because it won't work from the other way for some stupid reason.